Moving on. So today's class we have to discuss about suspension type insulator. So I think for the last class we have discussed about pin type insulator. I think you remember. So just we have to recap all the informations about pin type insulator and also about what is the insulator and the properties of insulator. I think we are discussed in the last class. So okay, anyone can say what is insulator? Yes, it is a device which prevent the flow of current and leakages. So, and especially we are using this in the overhead lines, right? So properties, yes, it consists of high electrical and mechanical strength, very good, and high electrical dielectric strength too, very good. And what type of material we are using to make a uh, insulators? So glass, wood, porcelain, and ceramic materials and composite ceramic material. Composite materials also we are using. Very good. So, shall we enter into the today's class? This is the suspension type insulator. So, which is also the type of insulator already we are mentioned in the last class. Type of insulator is pin type, suspension type, shackle type, and strain type, and port type. The types are mentioned in the last class, and we are discussed about a pin type insulator also. We have discussed why it is called a pin type, and there are wires are there is a whole there is hollow space between top to bottom through the like a pin. We have to connect the wire in the cross arm or in the pole. So that's why it's called as the pin type insulator. And here today's class we are to discuss the suspension type. Why it is called suspension type? So suspension type normally it is also called as the disc insulator. So number of discs are connected in series, and it is used in the overhead lines. It is like a suspension from the top to bottom. So that's why it's called as the suspension type. And also it consists of two minimum main parts. One is the cross arm and also the insulator with a number of metallic links. So through the metallic link we are connecting, and the metallic links between the discs, it's providing the capacitive effect. So based on this only, we are using the suspension type. So here I have show the pictures of suspension type insulators, and also this is the suspension. Exactly, we are using the suspension type insulator in the cross arms and the tower. And I have mentioned that there are two main parts. One is the cross arm, and then the number of insulators are connected between the using metallic links. So and this called as the suspension type insulator. And also it is used from the voltages more than 11 kV up to 765 kV. And also it is providing a uh, more flexible. We have to use in the transmission. It just gives a more flexible. So that's why we are using the suspension type in the transmission line. And also it is needed. That is it is connected by using steel tower. So it is need more height to support all the discs, and also it is more convenient than other type of insulator. Why? Because if any one of the discs is damaged, it will be work through other discs. So it is and it is replacing also very easy. Damaged discs also replacing easily. We have to replace, and if any one of the discs is in the damaged, remaining will be in the healthy way. We have to convey transmit the our leakage currents or insulatings are provided by the disc. And this is the advantages also. And a number of insulators are connected in series to form a string, actually, that I already mentioned. So the number of insulators are connected through the metallic insulators. So metallic insulators are give the already I mentioned between the two discs there is a metallic contact is there, and it will give the uh, capacitive effect. So maybe it is a self-capacitive or mutual capacitive. So based on this, we have to calculate the efficiency of the string type or suspension type insulator. And for the long distance, we are using a capacitive effect is long. So we have to use this in for the short distance. We have to use for this type of insulators. So advantages of this insulators is so normally we are using this 11 kV. Normally we are using normal voltages from 11 kV to already mentioned 765 kV. And for the number of discs are used suitable for the any voltage level. And this is the second advantage of this insulator. And the suspension string is damaged, it can replace that easily and mentioned in the clearly. And also we have the height of the conductor is height of the conductor portion is always less than the total height of the supporting structure, because we have to safeguard from the lightning. So that's why the height of the conductor portion is always less than the total height of the supporting structure. These are the advantages of suspension type insulator. And the disadvantages of suspension type is, so this thing it is very costlier than compared to pin type and post type insulators, and it is required more height to support the structures, and maintaining also difficult for the long postures, that is structures, and the amplitude of the free swing conductors is large. That's why we are near to more space. We have to provide more spacing for the conductors. So these are the disadvantages of insulator, that is the suspension type insulator. I think today's class we have learned more about suspension type insulator. So what is meant by suspension type? Why we are called as a suspension type? Yes, number of discs are suspension from the tower, that is from the cross arm. What are the main parts it has? Yes, cross arm and then insulators with the number of metallic links. Through the metallic links, already I mentioned, through the metallic links, there is a metallic capacity effect, it will be produced. So it can be providing the efficiency of the, that is efficiency we have to calculate for the height, depends on the height. And advantages are it is height of the conductor question is always less than the total height. It is from a safeguard from the lightning. Very good. Then one more advantage is it is suitable for any type of voltages, and the suspension strings are damaged. If any one of the disc is damaged, we can replace it easily. So these are the advantages. Okay, thank you all. So we have to see in the next session. Thank you.